Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Desperados 3, where today I think there's a real good chance we're going to actually conclude the plot. I know I've said that something like 5 episodes in a row now, but this time I mean it. Also, I meant it the other times. So apparently Cooper and Frank are just going to... Yep, Cooper and Frank are just going to sit here and compliment each other's balls for as long as it takes us to figure this out. If we're here for an hour, they're just going to stare at each other for an hour. Neither one of them really wants to do this. It feels like we could all just walk away, you know? So, the deal right now is, we gotta defeat Frank, but if any of his gang realize something's up, Cooper will die. I'm assuming that means, like, if the alarm goes off, it's just over. So... Boy, defeat Cooper and his gang in a single attack. How do we even do that? Because, like, we could use the Hector. We could use the Hector gun to maybe wipe out one side here, but that's not going to work for taking... Like, we don't have anything that allows us to remove enough of the other side all at once. Ordinarily, we would, have Cooper for this, and he could shoot 2 people at the same time, and I don't know exactly how we're going to do this. I guess let's just start figuring. So, we have a couple of ways for Isabel to get in. But the only way for everybody else to get in is to just go right through the front door. That doesn't seem too bad, and in fact, this seems like maybe... We got a patroller over here. Like this, I think, is our moment, though.
Just like the good old days, hey kid.
I don't know if we have enough time to get everybody. I shouldn't have had Doc move in. Oh god, Doc, go fast. Okay. Then we do the same thing with Kate as soon as these two are finished with their conversation here. And Isabel can enter over there or over there.
Hope you didn't think.
So the deal is we wanna remove a fair number of the people around the edges, right? And then, boy, this is gonna be tough. I dig this though as a final gameplay challenge. Like, they came up with a way, even though it's a little silly on the story layer. They came up with a way for the whole gang to be involved in the shootout, which is not only more satisfying mechanically than just having an ending cinematic, but it's way more satisfying thematically, right? Because the thing that Cooper is always fucking up is that he's trying to do it himself. And the fact is, it's not even that going alone is a bad, like, objectively a bad thing. It's that going alone is a bad thing for Cooper because he's too fucking stupid to do anything on his own. So I think that this works really well. Alright, let's let these guys pass. We'll get Kate inside and then we'll figure things out. I think we can just go right now, right? Like, that patroller never gets close enough for it to be an issue. Yeah, okay. So, how do we start picking people off? When these two patrollers, like, the guys that are on this side... Okay, no, they don't see anywhere near to the gate. So I think it's going to end up being the case that when these guys are over here, yeah, we just take them right now, right?
I got the tool. It works very fast.
And in fact, we could even sprint for... Oh, don't do that.
On my way.
Let me cancel that. I think it's even the case that we could just sprint for this.
Sure, I'm in a good mood.
I'm in the mood for some chopping.
I'm a little worried that Doc is so slow. I'm gonna just have Hector walk to his, because Doc is... They move at very different speeds. Oh. Interesting. So... I'm not 100% clear on what happened there. I mean, I'm assuming it's not a time thing, but we didn't... Is it if you issue an attack order?
Time for the axe.
Well, we're going to experiment a little bit. No, issuing an attack order doesn't instantly fail you.
I needed that.
Wow, that's bananas.
I live.
So to be clear, that was fine, but the thing I tried to do a second ago wasn't. Oh, you know what the thing I tried to do a second ago was? I see it. That's actually very funny. I issued a Showdown mode order. I hit enter in Showdown mode, so Cooper fired the shot. Because that's actually part of Showdown mode. That's cute. That's a really neat, clever way to do that. All right, thumbs up to the developers again. I like this whole final bit. I think is real cool. My friend, you are toast.
Okay, they're down. Over there? No problem.
Okay, that turned out to be a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, sort of creating our opening. So we gotta be... We cannot use Showdown mode at any point during this. That guy's name is Sly Wingman? Wow. You know, sometimes you, as a parent, you give a kid a name and it's aspirational. And these parents really got lucky. Their kid went for exactly what they wanted him to go for. Okay, so when that guy is at that bush, he is 100% takeable. We still have 2 people up on here to worry about. 3 people up on here to worry about. And they all see each other at various times. This is actually... It's going to be tough to resolve this. And we're going to have to, right? Well, one concern at a time. So I think what we really want to do... Yeah, I'm going to go now. I'm going to follow Sly Wingman into the bushes.
I don't like the look of the folks in
Frank's old lieutenants. They're not gonna fall for our tricks.
If one of them catches on, Cooper's done for.
Then we gotta take them all out at once.
Seems like it's gonna be quite difficult. Oh gosh.
What's it gonna be?
Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. So what about this guy? When does this guy become vulnerable? Because it seems like he's visible to Dolores and Mazen Bilto, which is like that's a pretty weak cowboy name, but it's not a bad name for a Star Wars character. This guy might never be vulnerable.
The good old days, hey kid.
Yeah, we'd have to employ some shenanigans here. I mean, we got Doc. We could throw the bag over there. That'll probably work. Let's do that.
Okay then.
Whistle onto a trap might have worked as well, but obviously, like, the whistle's always dangerous to use in the open.
Make this easy.
My thoughts exactly.
I do think it sucks that Frank is just going to sit there and taunt Cooper over and over again. Like, that draws attention to the artificiality of what's going on in the middle. If Frank would just shut the hell up, we would forget about that part, you know?
What's it gonna be?
Okay, let's see if this works. I think it's probably got a good chance.
I'm here, amigo.
And sinker.
Let's do this.
Nope, he can still be seen
Like a charm.
by a bunch of people.
This is gonna be painful.
That sucks.
Looks like your friends are taking their time.
Okay, so the bag's got to be more like over here, but it can't be much further over. We could do it all the way at the wall, I suppose.
Making a move. Time for the axe.
Oh, nope, still visible to that guy. Shoot. So all the way at the wall is not good enough. There's just no way to take that guy down. We gotta do it without him going down.
I got the tools for the job. Hook, line, and sinker.
That is a real shame.
I'll use my singing. Hombre, I heard that.
Try something.
Come on, amigo.
You're in there, right?
Who needs that?
Shit. There was a moment there where there were no lines drawn to him, and I was like, okay, this is our moment. But apparently this is just not going to happen. If we take this guy down, maybe we can do it? Maybe.
Let's give Cooper his shot.
Oops, not you. I meant to have Hector selected while clicking over there. That's my bad.
Different times, same shithole.
Here they come.
Alright, let this guy move forward, and then we'll just have to let him get poisoned, and then let him wander around a bit, and then Doc will go reclaim the bag when he goes back to his patrol.
Just like the good old days, hey kid.
So this seems pretty doable, but moving him back to the bush is going to be a problem. Realistically, we can't move him with anyone except Doc or Kate. Doc or Kate could move him.
I killed my share of bounty hunters.
Wonder what your old man
So he's familiar with the old bag full of swamp gas trick. Oh, speaking of swamp gas, maybe that's how we resolve the problem up here. We still have Doc's swamp gas. We never used it.
We make quite the
Okay.
outfit.
So then I think the move is we got to get Doc over here. Doc's got to be the one to drop this guy and then move him back to the bushes as quickly as Doc is capable of doing anything. Oh, he goes into that bush. Yep, that's true. That's true.
Now, here's a thought.
So it doesn't actually help us to get Hector over there. I mean, probably we'll have to do it eventually. We may as well. But just be in this bush. The guy doesn't go into these bushes.
Works like a charm.
And it's not impossible that he could walk to a place where he's not visible to absolutely everyone. But this won't work. By the statue, yeah. Nowhere by the statue will work. He would have to wander all the way over to here. Which is just... that's not going to happen.
I won't go down without a fight.
Okay. Now that he's resetting... I think Hector's safe in this clump of bushes. Here, let's save now so we don't have to wait for him to reset again. We'll find out. If I gotta move Hector back, we can move Hector back. But I'd like to keep him close because we're gonna have to get people up on this roof eventually. So he checks that bush. Then he just wanders idly. Okay.
Looks like your friends are taking their time.
Oh. No, at this... at that point in his patrol, he does go back and look at them. Okay, that's fine. We can just move Hector back. It's not a... it's not a big loss. It's a little loss. It's still a loss of progress.
I got a feeling.
You gotta go reclaim your bag real quick.
That's
This guy's vision's pretty weird. He has a really strange patrol path where it's like, it's very jagged. He comes out and then he goes back and then...
Let's give Cooper his shot. My thoughts exactly.
Alright, yeah, this guy is a problem.
Yeah. You got balls, kid. I give you that.
Just what I had in mind.
Okay, so... boy, moving that guy after...
I smell trouble.
moving that guy after the takedown is gonna be real tricky.
What's it gonna be, kid?
Won't feel a thing.
And like, these guys can all see across here, right? So it's basically got to be like, I shoot him, and then I creep out, and I grab the body, and I move it, and we have... oh, no, stop. This asshole just turned around and started looking again. You got to get like over here so that the moment he's no longer looking this way, you can move to the bush. And it's got to happen like real soon.
Heading there.
Okay, alright. There's one more bullet for Doc here. There's an ammo crate over here for... oh, right. I moved back into the bush, and then I forgot to move back out, because I forgot that guy looks in bushes. Is the only enemy in the entirety of the game who is smart enough to do that.
Saw it coming. Let's close this up. Let's
That's a real bummer. I love it when the enemies are real stupid. I think we might have time to just...
sight out of mind.
come on, quickly. Yeah, alright.
Straight through hell. Better stick to the plan.
And then as soon as this guy's out of this bush, we move over to here. Okay. Now we have a second. We still have to deal with this guy, but now it's easier. Actually, I think the right move is going to be to disengage from this bush. Okay, so now... now it is at least possible for us to take him out behind the statue. But it depends on the movement of the guys on the roof. It'd be easier if we took the guys on the roof out first, which in theory we can do. Can you see... oh. Alright, interesting. This is a moment where it might be useful to have Isabel over here.
Challenge. Let's see what
I think we might have to do a little bit of linking because there's no time when those guys are close enough together to swamp gas all of them. And unfortunately, if we move Doc close enough to swamp gas these two, he's going to lose his angle on the far one. What are you doing? What is she doing?
I think I'd make this easy.
We all saw the indicator that was like, hey, jump off the wall near the bushes, right? How does that translate into walk backwards?
This is going to be good.
Okay, this time she's into it. Jumping down from stuff. They just don't want you to be able to jump down from stuff. We do, of course, have mind control still. Oh, maybe I could do a mind control up here. But I don't know if a mind control gunshot will set off the thing in the middle. Because it totally might.
Man, looks like your friends are taking their time.
I would assume that it will. But it's not safe to assume. Let's go check.
Let's be quick about it.
Let's go try some dumb stuff.
Who wants to volunteer? Here we go.
Alright. So we'll just walk this guy up on the roof, have him shoot one of them, and then have him get shot. I think if we wait... Actually, right about here should work. Let's see what happens. Oh, the guy's turning... Okay, yes, it does set things off. That's what I figured. I figured any action that makes a loud enough noise to trigger an alarm. But since this action wouldn't have actually triggered an alarm, I thought there was a chance. Alright, well then.
Wonder what your old man would say now.
We could... If we get Isabel to a place where she could, like, link one of these guys to one of these two, then we could swamp gas the whole roof at once. Alternatively, we could... Boy, how would I even do that?
Just like
I can't... It's possible, I suppose, that he'd be visible from somewhere down here, but the distance that the dart travels is probably too short for that. So we could potentially whistle him over. We could do some kind of distraction.
Wonder what your old man would say now.
And we could just take this guy out behind the statue while these two are having their conversation, but it's a pretty short conversation.
Shall we continue?
I mean, let's see if things will line up here. It's at least worth a shot.
I got a few tricks in here.
It's like somewhere around here, right?
I give you that.
They're not going to line up very well here. Because we need to have time for him to wander over. If we had Isabel in a position over here, like actually anywhere that she can send the cat from, the cat's going to approach the guy from this angle, right? Because it'll come up the ladder. So let's try getting her close and seeing if we can cat his attention away. There's another thing that I would ordinarily use Cooper for, with the coin. So it's gonna be a multi-part process, because we're gonna have to throw the bag. Here, we'll do this.
Not a bad idea.
Okay, try to get across quickly enough.
You go.
Alright, go cat.
I wouldn't worry just yet. It works very well.
No, he was not even the tiniest bit distracted. He ignored the presence of the cat 100%. Also, apparently this thug can just see all the way over here, which I think is dubious. I don't agree. Like, look how far away on the roof, and the higher part of the roof is between him and... I don't know. But alright, so this guy's just going to be unkillable. There's no way to deal with this guy while the roof is still hot. So, let's deal with the roof. We'd have to get all the way over here to be able to whistle that dude. My guess is that if I got Hector to this side and whistled from over here somewhere, he would just do that. It's not worth going that far for it thing. So we're probably not going to be able to do that.
I'm counting on you, kid.
Can they see the bush? They can kind of see the bush. I'm wondering, let's try pulling this guy all the way over here, maybe? Is this far enough away that roof guys can't see it? No, it's not. But he just barely can't see the position I'm in due to the statue.
Your friends are taking their time.
Alright, so what I'm thinking is we do the we throw the bag to walk him over part of the way, and then we whistle when he's close to it. Could work. It's so much easier to negotiate the area around the ladder if this guy is dead.
This way, amigo. Hombre.
You don't also have to say hombre. The whistle's good enough.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
Still got it.
Okay.
Sure thing, amigo.
Just barely. Just barely safe.
Yeah, balls, kid. I give you
Doc's bag is real powerful. We haven't actually used it that much over the course of the game, but it's definitely a very useful thing. Okay, so
Oh, I won't miss.
we can shoot this guy with Doc. And there's a brief period where, you know what?
just like the good old days. Thank you.
If we got Kate over here, I wonder. Can I, when this guy comes closer to the edge of the roof, we link him. I wonder if we could have Doc shoot that guy and Kate shoot that guy at the same time.
This place has a certain charm.
We have to do it with fast clicking because we can't use Showdown mode. Although I guess I could,
Hope you didn't think I'd make this easy.
we could key up the actions in Showdown mode and use the individual execution keys for them.
Easy as pie.
Gotta make sure that Kate can actually get close enough to fire her very short-ranged gun, though.
Not like this, no.
What do you mean, no? Just fucking go.
Curtains fall.
How are you just gonna say no?
Well, last resort.
God, her gun is short-ranged.
Like the good old days. Thank you.
Okay. Alright, so... Do these guys see the roof at all? No. That's what I figured. It's too high up. Alright, so it's...
My special straight.
Doc shoots here,
Ready,
as Kate
elegant,
shoots
and leave it to me.
there. And we don't hit enter, we press W and R simultaneously. Nope. Interesting. We used Doc's gun, and it didn't alert anybody. Huh. Right? Yeah, we already fired a shot from Doc's gun, so I'm not sure why this is a problem.
My specialty.
Let me try something else. I'm curious about something else here. I'm going to wait for these guys to go into talkie mode. I'm pretty sure they can't see this dude when they do, right?
Steady hand.
I'm counting on you.
And then just wait out the cooldown and have Doc resolve this one as well. Yeah.
Bullets.
I guess Kate's gun just automatically sets it off? It shouldn't. It doesn't really make any sense, but I guess that must be what it was. Alright, so we had really, really better not use this bullet.
What's it gonna be, kid?
This is his actual last bullet.
Yeah, I got it.
Let's maybe direct you a little bit more carefully.
Oh, that's nice. Sure thing, amigo.
Alright, Kate has plenty of ammo. We don't really need to come over here for her bullet, but I do want to remove this last guy at least. Bilya the Kid is funny. I'm assuming that these are, right, the developers or something. This is the last guy? Alright. This shouldn't be too difficult to deal with.
You got balls, kid.
Can you see... Oh, you can see the bushes. Shoot. But not the very edge of the bushes. Like this spot right here. Safe. Okay. So,
Different times.
I think the play is just get Hector over there, which I'm pretty sure we can do. And then whistle and trap.
I didn't think I'd make this easy.
And then once we've done that, I have to figure out how we're going to kill 8 guys simultaneously with 4 characters, only one of whom is capable of killing more than 2 people at once. I guess... Gun, linked melee attack, and then 4 of them with the shotgun.
What's it gonna be, kid?
And that's all executed showdown mode, so Cooper gets Frank at the same time. Seems doable. You don't ever see over here, right? Yeah. We're good. We're good.
I like it.
This is going to be the tricky part.
Man, looks like you're free.
Because I'm assuming it won't. Yeah, it won't walk. They won't walk through this little depression, even though that doesn't look like it would be all that difficult to do.
I see.
We could use 2 people for this job. I think I'd rather just. Yeah.
Bianca is ready.
Just at the very edge of the thing.
Make some noise.
Oh, wait. Wait, that's gonna... Well, you know what?
Yeah, just like the good old days.
Out of curiosity, will this set the thing off? I bet it will.
Singing voice.
Yes, okay. That's what I figured. Okay, that's a problem. I didn't think about the whistle zone being too large.
I'll use my singing voice.
So in order to not get an alert, it has to be all the way back here. It's not impossible that could still work.
What's it gonna be, kid?
I want to be as close to the bush as possible.
Time to use Bianca.
Oh, right. He actually turns his vision all the way over there. If we set the trap there, whistle, and then move back to the bush quickly, I think it's possible, but we are absolutely for sure going to need someone over here to do a distraction.
Let's pack this up.
The cat should work reasonably on this guy, right? He's not even a poncho. Also, we could just, like, mind control him and walk him off something. I don't think it lets you do that, actually. It should, though. Alright, so I think we just need to get her close enough. We gotta remember that when we cat him, he is going to turn this way. So I'd love to be behind some cover. Is it safe to approach these bushes? Yeah, okay.
This is going to be good.
Oh, careful. Real risky there. Is that good enough? That is good enough. Okay.
Feels good to be back. There she is.
Alright, I think we have a workable plan here.
Glad you're back, sunshine.
He says, for time number 300.
Let's go.
Uh,
Yeah, just like
so.
the good old days, hey kid.
Set the marker right there. Nobody ever sees that marker. Not even this guy, despite the fact that it's clearly in his vision.
Hey, sweetie. Hurry
Yeah,
up now.
looks like a job for Bianca. Almost ready. She's ready. Wonder what your old man
All right.
saying now.
Now, I think the right way to do this... Oh, his vision goes out real slow after the distraction, but I think it shouldn't be a problem to just do this.
I like it.
Not worth my time.
Oh, okay. So using audio alerts on anyone, not even the central group, instantly kills the mission. Okay, that's more complicated, but I guess we just mind control him? I don't think that's actually a problem, right? Just mind control him and walk him into the trap, maybe? That should work, I would think. We're outside of everybody's vision, right? Yeah. Yeah. So let's move to right here, close as possible.
You got balls, kid. I give you that.
I kind of can't believe this is a thing I didn't do at any other point in the... Oh. Break.
Back in action.
Really? That's not gonna...
Problem.
Okay. Well,
This is for Cooper.
then I'll just tie him up, I guess. I wanted to kill him.
Wonder what your old man would say.
We'll just leave him there because we don't have either of the people who move bodies while crouched. Okay, he's grabbing the trap, not the body. Nope, he grabbed the body, despite the fact that that's not what was highlighted. Okay. So,
Hope you didn't think
we're most of the way there.
easy.
Boy, am I actually going to be able to get all 4 of them anywhere? Okay. I'm most worried about, like, we can go to right here with Hector.
I got it.
Think. Yeah.
Gonna be
This guy's vision is the part we have to worry most about.
Look at this beauty.
No, we cannot get all four of them.
All right.
Really? No, okay, too close. Yeah, if Hector can't get all four guys on one side, then we can't do this. Because even with Hector getting all four guys on one side, it's kind of close. And it involves a melee attack, which I'm not a huge fan of.
Look at this beauty.
Boy, is there a place where we could... It's even worse on this side. Yeah, there's no cover at all over here.
I think I'd make this.
So we have to find... God, and because the indicator thing is useless, because it doesn't tell us what kind of vision people have over various spots. Yeah, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck to figure out. Oh. Okay, apparently Hector's... That guy's vision behind the rock doesn't make any sense. It's divided in a way that is real weird and arbitrary.
I give you that.
Okay. So, this guy's vision becomes unsafe right about here. They use the marker as a marker instead of as a way of determining lines of sight.
This way, amigo.
You can get to, like, right there safely. I mean, almost. Give me a real tight zoom here.
Ready when you are.
Okay. Yes, the guy is changing colors. There it is. There's the shot. Okay.
I'm counting on you, kid.
Isabel's gonna need to go all the way back around.
Let's pack this up.
So who is the one that we can get closest to?
No problem. Little cure-all.
Maybe a mind control will work. She can execute a mind control instantly at range, right?
Easy.
So maybe the move is like, you get linked to you, and then Doc kills those two
I'm already there.
with his remaining bullet. And she waits, like, here
Who wants to volunteer?
to get that guy.
What's up?
And then Kate's got to get an angle on just this one other dude. Easy enough.
I get the feeling elegant and discreet. All or nothing. Well,
This works,
last
right?
resort.
Okay, there it is. I think we are all in our positions.
We may. Oh, I won't miss. I smell trouble.
You better not miss, dude.
Guess who? Let's make this interesting.
Let's get loud.
This is a cool way for the game to end. This fits the mechanics and the themes really well. I think they like knocked it out of the park on this final little bit.
Amigo.
All right. And that guy's he's gonna be real confused in a couple of seconds. Yeah, like making the climax of the game about successfully executing the coolest of the game's systems one big time is like brilliant. Really well done.
Not bad. Not bad, kid. Bet he would be proud.
You got anything else to say?
What's there left to say? One of us dies. The other one lives. That's how it's gotta be.
One good shot, Frank. One good shot.
That's right. Make it count.
Yeah, I like that. I liked that little bit of that level a whole lot. That was real good. I don't know why we should necessarily think that Cooper's going to beat Frank in a draw-off here when he couldn't do it before, but I guess what he really needed was 33 solid minutes to line up the hit. Okay, don't switch sides with any character, reach the chapel via the left entrance, don't use a disguise, totally was one of them, I knew it would be. We missed some of the falling rocks apparently, that's very disappointing, and we might have slightly missed the speedrun time. Just by a tiny little bit, you know? Let's have a look at 2:27:26, in fact. Yep, that is an amount of time. Alright, well the important thing is we got it done. And also, look how many people we murdered. It was so many. Are we gonna get an ending cinematic here, or... Nope, just some credits. I mean, I feel bad skipping the credits, but also we got stuff to do, so I don't... I like a good fast-forward credits thing. Okay, I can move them with the mouse wheel, but I'm not... Listen, a lot of people work on a video game these days. This is still going to take forever for it to scroll. Apologies. I don't want to seem like I'm trying to cut off anybody's credit here, but unfortunately, I do have kind of a time crunch. So we'll just talk real quick over these. On the whole, I think that this game and Shadow Tactics both have mechanics that are super cool, and that a lot of the stealth murder puzzle solving is real good. They both have some issues on some other layers, although I do want to say, with this one specifically, the music I think is real good. I enjoyed the music a lot. I'm glad I played this. I know I come across sometimes as negative. I have a tendency to vocalize about the negatives more than I vocalize about the things that I think are good about a game, which I was very aware of coming into this episode, obviously. I was making a real effort to do the other thing. But I don't want anybody to take the things I had to say about the story and the dialogue to mean that I thought the game as a whole was bad. And people are very sensitive on the internet about criticism. I enjoyed this. I had a good time, and we are not done. We are definitely going to check out some of the Baron challenges at the very least. I don't know if we'll go back and do any badges. I mean, I will. I don't know if we'll do it on camera, but we will at least check out the Baron challenges. We will be playing this game through the end of the week at the very least. I have no idea how much more time we're going to have to fill here. But this is a thing that I don't really know how other YouTubers handle, the credits sequence. I think most people just cut them, right? They just jump back to the menu. Belch double for Mr. Shunman. You know, I hadn't thought about that before, but the qualities that make somebody a good voice actor don't necessarily make them good at belching. I wonder if you could have a whole career as like a belch specialist. My guess would be there's not a lot of room for a thing like that. Probably the whole English language voice acting community only needs like one masculine voice belch specialist and one feminine voiced one at the very most. But that's probably like a pretty good job, right? I'd be real worried if I were the belch specialist. I feel like the one belch specialist in the industry. I feel like there's a huge amount of pressure. And every time you go in, you have to be just like a little bit concerned, just a tiny little bit, that this time is going to be the one where you accidentally vomit on the microphone, right? Like if you're really just digging deep, because they don't call in the belch specialist for the little ones. It's only when we need to go really hard. This needs to be earth-shaking. Every single time you got to be thinking, all right, just keep some of it tight. Keep some of it really, really tensed up. I'm a little surprised at how many languages this was translated into on release. My impression was that this is a pretty small studio. I think what we are finding out here via these credits is that not quite as small as I thought. I don't know if Shadow Tactics sold well. Maybe they were able to beef up a little bit following, because I feel like people liked Shadow Tactics. I think that's a thing that was a hit. If it wasn't, it should have been, because it was real good. And this one also is also real good. UX testing done by Full Sail University. Listen, at some point the money runs out. You gotta give it to some university kids. You pay them in pizza. I've worked in development. I know how this goes. So, like I said, we're gonna do... I'm committing to 4 more episodes here. There are a number of Baron challenges that we have available. There are a couple of badges on some of the earlier levels that I think are probably worth checking out. And my suspicion is there's going to be an awful lot of credits related to THQ Nordic, and they're not the developers, so we are just going to skip those. Video game credits are real long these days. I think it was when I finished the Star Wars game, with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I tried to talk over the whole credits so that, all the people who worked on the game could have their due. The credits were 24 and a half minutes long. So we're really not up for that here. I think I am going to call it here rather than starting a challenge and getting partway through it, because, like I said, I am a little bit time crunched, which is just due to my own poor time management. That's going to be it for us for today, but when you come back next time, tomorrow, we're going to be trying out some new things. We're going to be looking at some Baron challenges. I'm going to go back and look at all of the badge things we didn't do and try to figure out which of them might be fun to do on camera. Spoiler right now, no time run, no speed run challenges. None of those are a good fit for my level of inattentiveness. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this journey with me. I hope that it encouraged some of you to buy the game and check it out yourself. And when you come back next time tomorrow, challenges. We'll see you then.